was Trauma Queen? Ah, it was the opening of a dungeon. Yes, now we jump back to Coerthas with the A Realm Reborn story. Immediately going in the wrong direction. Ufiti, carry me away. This is my current substitute for Matilda. Is Big Gorilla. Big Gorilla will carry me around. We also have another substitute for Matilda in the fact that we called our Chocobo Matilda, I believe. If I'm remembering correctly, which I hope I am. Whee! And it's all the way over here in the opposite corner of the map. While we're running, we can check our hunting logs, which I'm pretty sure. There's Atalasia, there's a grenade by the Iron Lakes, East Shroud, South Shroud, and Nordona, and then Western Lanasia, East Shroud, Northern Fenland, East Lanasia, we're going the wrong way, and yeah, okay. Oh no. Mud puppies. Aggressive mud puppies. Keep running, Ufiti. We'll eventually make it to where we're going. I believe we were midway through saving all of the Ironworks crew. Helping Sid out with all of that. A long distance to run. Ah, we made it back to the tower. Come into my castrum. Thanks to you, Biggs and Wedge are with us again. Now we must find a way to rescue Minfilia and the others. Gods know we've kept them waiting too long already. Based on what we've learned, I believe it's safe to say that they're being held in Castrum Sentry. So let us convene at Revenant's Toll in Mordona. 'Tis as good a place as any to prepare and better than most. The road leading east, then south, will get you there. When we arrive, let us seek the advice of the local adventurers. We're bound to learn a thing or two that will benefit our mission. I ran all the way here because I didn't grab that quest last time. Oh dear. Now I get to run all the way back. Not all the way back, but get to run back to a different location which has a crystal that you can teleport to. But at least we get to find out where we are in the story again. Kind of know what on earth we're doing. For the most part. I believe this one's the way to Mordona. Yep, it is. Perfect. More donor. I don't believe I've activated the crystal, so I will run down and do that first. Oh, I have activated it. We're okay. Slaffborn. Well met, friend. What brings you to Revenant's Toll? Did I hear you rightly? Your friends are being held captive at Castrum Sentry, and you want to rescue them. I don't mean to discourage you, but that might prove difficult. The stronghold has been on high alert of late, with armoured patrols seen around the perimeter around the clock. Not even a fly could get in get within 100 yards of the walls undetected. If the Garleans were alerted to our coming, we cannot know what they will do to Minfilia and the others. We must act with the greatest stealth. Aye, it has been it has to be a good old-fashioned infiltration. But with security so tight, how are we going to smuggle ourselves in? Why, I've a mind to walk through the front door. Huh? The front door? Aye. We'll disguise ourselves as Imperial troops and march right in. For this, we'll need a few sets of Imperial uniforms, a suit of Magitech armour, and impeccable timing. It's a bold strategy, but it just might work. Where we are, there's certainly no shortage of opportunities to borrow the equipment. Knowing those Imperial... Phew! They won't even suspect that we savage Eorzeans would think to use their technology. That settles it. If you're determined to go ahead with this, I'd recommend you speak with Gaulmont? The fellow's got a personal grudge against the Empire, and happens to know a deal about Castrum Sentry besides. I've no doubt that he'd want to be of aid. Yda and I shall go to reconnoitre Garlean activity at the stronghold. It would not do if something were to befall our comrades before we had a chance to act. Come and join us when you're ready, Tegan. Let's do this. Sometimes I wonder, Yda, are there ever times when you're not enthused? I'm nothing if not enthused, Y'shtola. And you're beginning to remind me of Papalymo. Blue quest. Probably some kind of dungeon. Oh, or just getting 3 dice. Fair enough. Ah, well, if it ain't Tegan. Well, if it isn't Tegan, that's better. Just the adventure I was hoping to see. Do you know of the blacksmith Eginolf? He's quite an accomplished craftsman. In fact, anyone who's had dealings with the Rowena is sure to have come across his creations. It's always been a pleasure to have him as a regular here in the 7th Heaven, but he's been quite irritable of late, and particularly drowning in his cups besides. I fear his recent work, or perhaps a lack thereof, may be something to do with it. This may seem but a trifling matter to someone as travelled as yourself, but it would mean so much to me if you could speak with him. I can think of no one better to offer him a word or 3 of encouragement. He's not here, so I guess he's up in Rowena's place, which I think's up here, if I remember correctly. Oh, and also the quest marker's up here. That would make a lot of sense then. Yep, Rowena's House of Splendors. He doesn't look infused. Can't you see I'm thinking, lass? Off with you. At least sent you, did she? I suppose she just happened to mention me contract with Rowena, eh? I thought she'd be satisfied with me vintage gear. There was a time it practically flew off the shelves, bringing in venturers with tombstones by the bucket. But now, the damn divas are a fickle lot. And apparently none of you'll be caught dead in me stuff no more. Now I've got an arena jumping down my throat, clamouring for something new. Something the realm ain't heretofore seen. The woman expects too bloody much, I tell you. But if I don't fill my contract, she'll have thugs fitting me feet for lead boots. If only I out bright ideas each dawn like I did me ale. Hold your horse, birds. I know you from somewhere. You're one of them adventurers what started the relic armor movement way back when, ain't you? As I live and breathe. Tried as I might, and holy hells did I try, wasn't quite able to recreate them masterworks. There was something about 'em, a certain quality even the great Eganolf weren't going to match. I suppose one never truly can rival the classics, eh? At least you sly shrew. That's why you sent this one. You wanted her to remind me of the old days when armorcraft was about the armor and naught else. Somewhere along the way, I reckon I got caught up in the hurly-burly and lost my way. The hurly-burly. You know, I reckon it's high time I got back to basics. Focus more on who'll be wearing my gear than the pretty tale on the Makode selling me the parts. Excuse me? Yeah, Kakalan is also just like, what? Cheers, lass. It was kind of you to stop by. While you're here, how about I fix up your own set of relic gear? My assistant's Kakalan here can augment each and every piece, because that's assuming you can bring him the proper parts. I ain't running charity. Don't go forgetting your gear neither. You may now trade with Kakalan. After obtaining the appropriate augmentation items, you can exchange it along with artifact armor for augmented artifact armor, which, unlike regular relic armor, can be dyed any color of your choice. Please note that the augmentation item required will vary depending on the artifact armor you wish to exchange. And it gives us our choice of dyes. Let's go with the pink one. Vintage equipment. Wait. I can give him my robes. Can. Cleric's robes level 50. Yep. Okay. Let's swap these over. I mean, you don't actually see that at all. Gloves, you see. Wait. Wrong one. Oh, he just makes them for me, I guess. These dyeable? No, they're not. I'm confused. I'm confused. Anyway, back to talk to that other person. I got some dyes out of that, I suppose. And found a shop where they can augment the level 50 gears. Looking for Goldmont, are you? Well, you found him, whoever you are. Eh? You're looking to get inside Castrum Sentry and you need my help? Something tells me you're gonna get along just fine. Sure. So you have friends at Castrum Sentry what want for rescue? That Slathborn knows me too well. Ah, you can count on my help. I've got a score to settle with the Imperials. Oh, I got it very tight. And I never pass on an opportunity to get back. Oof. Enough about me. Let's talk strategy. Rescuing folk from captivity is right delicate business. A single oversight, just one little blunder, and it's all over. You can't leave any room for uncertainty. For starters, you need to confirm beyond the shadow of a doubt that your friends are where you think they are. You don't want to risk your neck only to discover they've been moved elsewhere. But how can you find out, you ask? By following these instructions. If you approach Sentry from the east, you'll see a swampland to the left called the Tangle. Getting there, never mind all the morables, and navigating your way to the southwest corner. You'll come upon some drainage pipes coming down from their stronghold. Don't ask me how I know, but one of them leads back up to the command tower. If you listen closely, you might be able to... If you listen closely, might be as you can eavesdrop on some of the happenings within. Once we know for certain your friends are there, we'll move to the next stage of the operation. Now get going, and Godspeed. Let's go. Zoom. Carry me to the Tangle. Jump. Ow. My legs. Well, not even my legs. I'm off the floor. 2 feet his legs. 2 feet he doesn't care. Careful of these random monsters. Okay, they don't just do the immediate tongue grab anymore. Dodge some hobbles, dodge the mud puppies. Pipe? Pipe. Looks like it could be it. That one. Whoop. Just in case there's a fight, because I'm pretty sure that purple means there's a fight. Yep. That one. This one. Quickest way to kill 4 enemies, spam holy. Stun them so much that you don't get any attacks from them. Although they are getting some attacks. But we killed more. Now that we've cleared out the pipe, if I listen again, the faint sound of conversation echoes down the pipe. What of the captive? Does she still refuse to speak? She may as well be a deaf mute for all the information we've gotten out of her. Oh, sorry, they said youthful and gruff. The others ain't much better. The Ellison gets on my nerves most of all. Every time he opens his mouth, it's only to spout gibberish. I do wonder why is the Tribunus so obsessed with this Minfilia woman? They say she possesses some mystical power, something we Garleans don't have. Mystical power? Like the kind the beastmen use? How am I supposed to bloody know? If you're so curious, why don't you ask the Tribunus yourself? As well try to tumble her. I like my head where it is, thank you very much. Our break is over. Best we get back to our stations. I mean, it sounds like they're still there. Yawny yawn. Sleepy mouse. Try to fleety back to town. Tell Golmond that they are still there. Probably. Even though we could have just like climbed up that pipe and probably seen for ourselves as to more likely whether or not. Also, that'd be a great way for us to get in. This big old broken pipe that leads right up into the command room. Oh, there you are for now. It is good to see you again, Tegan. I've given to understand you have conducted some reconnaissance. Tell me, what were you able to learn? Sam and Philio and the others are indeed at Castrum Sentry. Their presence thus confirmed, we may proceed with the mission. While you were afield, Sid took the liberty of devising a plan of action. Pray have the details from him. Good work, Tegan. As Alphinaud has already told you, we've plotted out a course for the rescue. The gist of it is unchanged. We disguise ourselves as Imperial soldiers, infiltrate the stronghold. Glamond is looking into ways to procure a suit of Magitech armor. In the meantime, I need your assistance for some preparations of my own. Ophelia and the others are counting on us, Tegan. Let's not keep them waiting any longer than necessary. While Glamont goes about devising his plan, we need to see to some preparations of our own. It wouldn't do if the Imperials were to discover that they're short on armor. To prevent this from happening, I'm going to put together a makeshift communications jamming device. The explanation is like to get a bit technical, so bear with me. Imperial forces communicate at a distance by electromagnetic waves. Simply put, voices are born upon etheric lightning energy that permeates the air. Now, the hill-sized cluster of corrupted crystal to the west has been observed to amplify the self-same energy. By making use of this property, we should be able to drown out Imperial voice. To ensure that we have enough amplification, we must identify the most potent crystals among the cluster. For this, I need you to go there and use this device to take readings. I'll mark the likely places on your map. Oh, and just so you know, plasmoids are drawn to lightning energy. Don't be surprised if you run into a few. Okay. Oh, I'm yawning so much. I might take a tiny little pause to just go grab a fresh drink. So I will sit on this rock for a moment and let you all stare at me being carried by Ophiti. Help! Dramatic zoom-ins as I change my camera angle. I'll be right back, just a second. Okay, I needed that. just to stand up and a walk around made me wake up a little bit, and I've grabbed a drink, so now I can continue on, hopefully a little bit more awake. Whee! Just avoid that mix, nothing suspicious here. Yeah, we have got Matilda with us, but Matilda is not set to attack her. Electromagnetic reader. Fight the plasmoids. Stone. Stone. Is this person killing their plasmoid? Oh, the other one's above us. I forgot there was one up there. Read this one. No plasmoids. Read this one. Ooh, simultaneous readings. Now, if I remember correctly, this is the one that has a bunch of plasmoids at it. Here we go. Early spam. Math, unlock everything. Oh, I feel it just kind of stands there because I haven't targeted anything. Oh, take this, then up, take this, and maybe something around here to read there. Ta-da! We found it! Also, I think there was a hunt around here, wasn't there? Moderna. Fifth cohort. Equers. They're Imperial soldiers, so that'll be over by the station. You have the readings? Excellent. Here, let me see the numbers. Yes, 4 of these crystals should suit our purpose. Though I pray that we won't have need of their power. My thanks, Deacon. Very welcome, Sid. Nope, not you. Clement. Ooh, get a note for it. Clean the wax out of your ears now, because there's something I want you to do by way of preparation. The plan's to have you enter Castrum Sentry, all decked out in Imperial duds, but a disguise has more than just the clothes you're wearing. You also got to act the part. At the very least, you'll need to know how to perform a convincing Imperial salute. First impressions are everything, as they say. I could teach you the salute myself, of course, but it's best you learned it from the experts. So get yourself near as you dare to Castrum Sentry, and watch the Imperials doing what they do. Okay, get over there and spy on them until you can mimic their salute. Which, if they're just wandering around in the open, saluting each other all over the place, it makes the salute a very not secure thing to emulate. Well, I guess it's like Sid said. They don't expect us to, or was it Slathborn? Slathborn said they don't expect us to outsmart them or mimic them or be able to use their technology because they think we're primitives. Even though we're very much not. We just don't have all the big tech. Well, I guess we are primitives in that case. We don't have all of their technological advances. Like big walking robots. And kind of battle suits that they're wearing. Oh, I'm just getting like right into their business. King. He's like a walrus axolotl, meta slug. They won't notice any of their uniforms missing as long as we know what we're doing. Anyway, let's kill a bunch of them. We can't allow any slip-ups. Nothing to report, sir. We have received an anonymous warning that insurgent forces are near. We must redouble our vigilance. I shall recommend that patrols be increased. They know we're around. See, I thought it would be more obvious that, like, we're going to dress up in uniform and go and infiltrate. And I'm going to be, like, 2 foot tall. Surely that's noticeable. Surely the fact that I'm a Lalafell will make people be like, are you sure you're from the Empire? Like, I don't know how many Lalafell are in the Empire, I guess. There might be lots. But I thought the Empire was, like, mostly Hua and Elezen. Then I suppose that doesn't necessarily mean that all of them are Hua and Elezen. So that's something. Sure. That's something. Lament. So, did you manage to learn the Imperial Salute? No. Best you don't demonstrate. I'm liable to fly into a rage and crack skulls. I'll just take your word for it. Doesn't even want to see our progress. Well, I guess that's fine. Yeah, that's probably fine. Oh, we get to talk to his little friend now. Sark Malark. Dressed for conquest. Sark Malark wishes to help you to acquire the disguises you need for your rescue mission. call taken, Mason, yes. I have heard of your plight from my friend Glaumont. As a fellow adventurer and son of Eorls, a son of Eorzea both, I would offer you my assistance. In order to infiltrate Castrum Sentry, you and your comrades must disguise yourselves as Imperial soldiers. The question is how you go about acquiring the uniforms and helms. There are places a man might purchase them, but individuals who deal in such wares are not the sort to whom you would entrust your secrets. It would be more prudent, I believe, to procure what you need via traditional means, from the bodies of their recently deceased owners. The fortified area before Castrum Sentry never lacks Imperial patrols. It ought not take long to obtain 3 sets of gear, one for each member of your infiltration team, Biggs, Wedge, and yourself. When you have what you need, please return here and allow me to inspect the spoils. We're just going to go and beat up like loads of them. And hope that no one notices that they go missing. Oh, I can. But that's fine. I just got the regen on myself. Helmet or uniform. This one does. Group them all together. Uniforms acquired. Now we run back to the town of Mordona. Or get Bufiti to carry me back, realistically. collection of people all at the same section of story. Oh, sure. Were you able to obtain 3 sets of Imperial equipment? Yep. Damaged. As I had suspected. In their present condition, I fear these uniforms and helms are like to draw suspicion. They must be repaired, if only superficially. Fortunately, the blacksmith Eginolf at the Diamond Forge in Rowena's House of Splendours should be able to hammer them into shape in no time. I've already sent word ahead and have been assured that he is expecting you. Why not? We have already impressed upon him the need for utmost secrecy as to the nature of your mission. Yes. And I've helped him previously, I guess, technically. So you're an adventurous Sark Malark sent, are you? I've been waiting for you. Now let's see what you got for me. We spoke earlier. Of course you know I'm an adventurer. We spoke very out of sequence before. I see. Ah, yes. I reckon I can use a ham. I reckon I can hammer these back into shape for you. After all, I owe your friend Sark Malark a favour or two. Took good care of old Eginolf back in the days before I fell in with the old Rowena he did. Did you know he's the son of one of the wealthiest families in the Sultanate? Wouldn't expect someone like that to end up in the life he did, but I suppose he always felt the adventurer's life's calling him. But here I go blabbering on when there's work to be done. Just hold your horse birds for a minute. Horse birds? Could you not just say hold your chocobo? Hold your horse birds for a moment or two, and the great Eginolf will have your gear looking good as new. Hold your horse birds. And there we have it. Won't do you much good in battle, mind you, but from what I hear, that's not your priority anyhow. Do send Sark Malark my regards, will you? Probably. Probably will. Yep, I need to go and talk to him again, so I'm sure I will. Have you had the uniforms and helmets repaired? Yep, there we go. You've got me playing in the background while stripping wallpaper from your house. Fair enough. Ah, yes, these will serve beautifully. The great Eginolf never fails to impress. The quality of these repairs would fool even a legatus. A higher up rank. I can't remember what, I guess it's a lieutenant-esque. My dulcet tones help you focus. Well, I'm glad I can help you focus. They're making me sleepy listening to myself talk. Thus equipped, you should not have any trouble blending in amongst Imperial forces. Lest you fear that the Garleans might detect your foreignness. Foreigners, in fact, form a great part of the Garlean invasion force in Eorzea. Oh, okay. I like that they call me, being a Lalafell, as my foreignness. You see, when the Empire subjugated new territory, it assimilates the people of that land into its armed forces. It turns their militias into Imperial forces. Weird. In turn, these conscripted forces are sent to subjugate faraway lands. In this way, Garlean nips rebellion in the bud and expands its territory in one fell stroke. With that, my part in your mission is done. I am full glad to have been of assistance to your cause. Why would I, a wealthy merchant, wish to help you? I know not where you heard such a tale, but believe me when I say I am but another humble adventurer, one who desires only to act in the best interests of the realm. Good work getting them Imperial duds. You'll be pleased to hear I ain't been idle myself. It took me long enough, but I've finally hatched a plan to get us a suit of Magitech armor. Now, from what I've seen, Castrum Sentry deploys a Reaper for most of its patrols. Trouble is, the patrols themselves are irregular, meaning random routes and random deployments, and hardly any of them come anywhere near Revenant's Toll. So, hoping to coax the Imperials out of their shells, I took the liberty of feeding them a bit of old-fashioned intelligence. Told them insurgents had designed on their stronghold. Ain't far from the truth, now I come to think of it. Any road, we should start seeing the patrols we should start seeing more patrols than we have up till now. What you need to do is approach one of these patrols dressed up in your shiny tin suit and alert them of the enemy's presence. Having done that, you'll want to lure them as near to Revenant's Toll as you can. Like as not, though, they'll be wary of venturing far from their own walls. If they do need a bit of extra encouragement, use this smoke signal here, filched fresh from an Imperial scout. They'll come running when they see that, and when the cavalry arrives, you hit them hard and make off with their Reaper, simple as that. If I ain't mistaken, there's a patrol sweeping the perimeter right now, so run along. Oh, and don't forget to salute. Yes. Go down to my emotes panel. Regulars, Imperial salute. Just do a serpent salute at them and see what if they notice. I'll stick to the Imperial one. I'll make that work. That is a big boss. Oh no, where's our Chocobo's gonna fit with everything? I think just something like think? No, it's not as good. Evil Vendetta, the fate is called. Big boss fight fighting the voluptuous Vivian. There's a massive mole ball over its head. Luckily, he's not very powerful. And there's two of us with our Chocobos, so easily doable. There we go. Now me and Ufiti can go back, and I'm not dressed in my uniform. I'm also stood next to enemies that are aggressive. It'd be really bad if I walked up not in my uniform and started being like, you should go look at these insurgents. And they'd be like, sure. Definitely not you. Okay, so we put on the Imperial coat, we put on the Imperial hat. And I definitely look like an Imperial soldier with my no trousers on. Hello. From another patrol, are you? When next you see your commanding officer, tell him that he leads a sloppy unit. And if any of my lot forgot to salute a superior officer, they will be on their arse faster than they can say latrine duty. Whoops. Great first impression. Carry on, soldier. Insurgents gathering to the east, you say? Judging by your description, they are well beyond the perimeter. But I will not have it said that I was remiss. You return to the scene and keep an eye on those insurgents. Should aught go awry, use a smoke signal to call us. Yep. I'll go do that. Ignore the fact that I just changed outfit. The Nufiti carries me away again, back to Mordona. Or back to where we're laying our little trap. She's up there for some reason. Oop. The Imperial smoke signal is made from cinnamon sticks. I hope you don't mind me joining. And seeing as we're seizing advanced weaponry, I thought it best to be on hand. Ah, there she is. I was hiding and Sid just kind of walks up and is like, yep, I'm also here. This is the place. But where is the enemy? Sir, over there. Send in the Reaper. Let us make an example of these insurgents. Well, you heard him. Foot soldiers. I already did. It was very simple. I used Holy twice and they all died. Including the guy who was in charge. Surely we could just knock out the person on top and not damage the armour as much. It's very simple when they're not as strong as me. At last, our very own Pseudo-Magitech armour. Not wishing to look a gift chocolate in the beak, it does seem rather worse for wear, doesn't it? Biggs, Wedge, what's your honest assessment? Well, there's the fact that she's smoking, of course, but looking past that, I'd say she's all structurally sound. I don't like the way these legs are buckled. I hate to say this, but the servo mechanisms may be damaged. Oh? Aren't those things protected by Ulmtic armour plate? Yes, they are. It's odd. The casing doesn't seem to have taken a blow. I suspect we're dealing with a faulty part. Well, whatever it is we're dealing with, we're not resting till it's fixed. Not one wink of sleep. You got that, Wedge? No. Part chocobo. I heard that. Yeah. A hall has been set aside. A hall has been set aside for our use in Revenant's Toll. That's where we'll carry out the repairs. Look for us there, Tegan. Sure. Yeah. Oh. What was that? Biggs just kind of fastball special Wedge up into the driver's seat. Oh, and then it slumps away. Very broken. Frogs. Collection of Nixes. Nixi? Nixuses? Nixons? Definitely not Nixons. Nice laugh on. The Magitech armour. Sid and the others took it inside. Go on in and join them. Lead to Sid's workshop. It's looking better. We've now had time to take a closer look at the Reaper. Our preliminary diagnosis was correct. She's structurally sound, but her servo mechanism is faulty. You needn't worry though, Biggs and Wedge will see her restored to her former glory in no time at all. Give those two something to mend and they will think of naught else till the job's done. It is a marvellous thing to behold, provided you remind them to visit the privy. Yep. Every little thing she does is Magitech. The repairs are proceeding apace. It shouldn't be long now before Biggs and Wedge complete their work. There is, however, one small problem. As you may recall, the Machina's servo mechanism was discovered to be faulty. Wedge has subsequently ascertained that the Magitech core which drives it is worn beyond use. Such cores are rather fragile devices, which must be replaced at regular intervals. Thanks to the negligence of our Imperial colleagues, however, the one used in this Reaper was long overdue. Alas, we do not have access to a ready replacement here in Mordona. But all is not lost. Wedge thinks he may have identified an alternative solution. Go and see him, would you? He'll explain the details. He's right here. Can you not have just joined us in our conversation? You're not doing anything. Oh, dear me. As I believe the Chief has already mentioned, as I believe the Chief has already informed you, Magitech core is worn beyond use. We need to find a replacement. I thought about having you appropriate more Reapers, but even the dunderhead maintenance engineers of Castrum Sentry had remembered to replace their cores. Even if the Dunderhead maintenance engineers of Castrum Century had remembered to replace their cores, you would risk arousing Imperial suspicion. But do not despair, for I believe there is a solution. A substitute to Magitech. There is a solution to substitute the Magitech core with a Mammoth heart. Okay. In case you don't know, a Mammoth heart can be used to grant sentience to an automaton. By my reckoning, such a device should be more than capable of regulating the armor's servo mechanism. We'll just need to serve some minor modifications to the housing unit. I've already placed an order for a first-rate Mammoth heart with the Goldsmiths Guild. All that remains is for someone to go to Uldar and collect it. Oh, and to pay them. Did I mention how much they cost? No? Well, they typically cost something in the order of... I hope you don't mind footing the bill. It's for a good cause. Yep. Okay. Making me go and pay for this. And go and pick it up myself. Oh. I guess we teleport off to the Goldsmith Guild. Or to Uldar at least, and then go to the Goldsmith Guild. The Goldsmith Guild. Serendipity. Hello there. Come to collect a Mammoth heart, you say? Then you must be here on behalf of the Garland Ironworks. I've taken the liberty of picking the finest example we have. A heart fit for a prince among mammoths. Payment? Oh, that won't be necessary. The heart is for Master Alphino's personal use, after all. He notified us a short while ago that his servant would be coming to collect it. Servant? Tender in years though he may be, Master Alphino has been a benefactor of ours since my predecessor's time. Really? Okay. The Goldsmithers Guild wouldn't dream of charging him. But here is the Mammoth heart. May it serve you well. Oh, and please do pass on my compliments to your master. How old are Alphino and Alisaie? Suspicious. Was it like a trust fund for him before he was born? Or the masters of the Goldsmithing Guild just not last very long? That could be the other case. Oh, tank. Dwarf tank. Get rid of the map. Thanks, Laughborn. Let me in, please. Do you have the Mammoth heart? I can't wait to see if it works. There you go. Hurrah! Thank you so much. But this is magnificent. It must have cost an emperor's ransom. Yeah, it cost me loads. Free of charge, courtesy of Alphino. Coming from an influential family certainly has its advantages. But without further ado, let's give it a try. I've already modified the housing unit, so it should slot right in. Alphino's a posh boy. La 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 la. There, she's ready. Magitech armor, engage. Or not. She just needs a loving tap, I'll wager. Bonk. Ooh. Oasis. Yes, She's alive! Let's take her outside and put her through her paces. Tegan, would you care to do the honours? Get to drive a Magitech. Hop into the pilot seat. We'll begin as soon as you're ready. First, I'd like you to try climbing that triangle of crystals yonder. As far up as you can go, if you please. Oh, and if for some reason you need to dismount, simply come back here and we'll start again. Stomp, stomp, stomp. Stompity, stompy, stomp. No ominous movements, evident from either leg. Good. Next, jump back down and then sprint north as quick as you can. Leg joints absorbing all impact without incident. Excellent. Please make your way back, Tegan. Fine effort, Tegan, but you seem to have left Maggie behind. I mean the Reaper. Come back here so we can start again. Start again? Do I have to go all the way around? No, I can just walk there. The torso remains stable during vigorous motion. Excellent. And that concludes our test. Thank you for your cooperation. Okay, I walked her all the way back and then jumped out. Here is a summary of my findings. The drivetrain is in sound condition. With some fine-tuning, we can expect a noticeable improvement in performance. As for the servo mechanism, I'm afraid it's not nearly as responsive as it should be, and I'm at a loss to explain why. Mammoth Heart is in pristine condition and should be installed correctly. Perhaps its inner workings are simply too different from operating harmoniously with the armor's other mechanisms. Whereas Magitech cores serve only to conduit impulses, Mammoth Hearts enable automata to process the information collected by their sensors as feelings. Maybe she just doesn't feel like part of the team. In which case we should all do our best to make her feel welcome. Click. Click. Now we've got a trial or a duty or some kind of event. Daft as it felt, I gave it my best. I welcomed myself to a bloody standstill. What were you expecting it to do anyway? Bob us a curtsy? It's not very nice, Biggs. Tonk tonk. No doubt you're wondering why a servo mechanism is so important as to warrant this silliness. Without it, the pilot would be required to control the armor's every movement manually. This would be one onerous task at the best of times, and wholly impractical during battle. Using a Mammoth Heart in place of the worn Magitech core seemed a promising solution, Alas, the device does not appear to be compatible with Garlean technology. Wedge, are there no other ways we might demonstrate our appreciation to our friend here? I'm at my wit's end, Chief. She just doesn't seem convinced. We could try a little dance, perhaps. Or cheer our heads off. Imperials, they've come for the armor. Damn it, they have us cornered. Time to go beat them up. There's the Reaper. Taken by the traitor Garland. And is that the Icon Slayer? Oh, bollocks. Call for reinforcements. Oh, good thing he had the device all set up right next to us. The hells you will. Beep. Whim. Oh. We've located the stolen Reaper. Requesting immediate assistance. Respond. Respond. It's no use, sir. There's some sort of interference. Curse you, Garland. No matter. If we can reclaim it, if we can't reclaim it, destroy it. we can't get any reinforcements. Anyway, we had this massive drill robot right here, just out of sight, that we didn't bring with us, but we can now bring it over as, like, you know, reinforcements. Bloody hells. Tegan, protect the armor at all costs. You're not going to hurt Maggie. Now, managed to defend Maggie. Woo! She's got like a little piece on the front. Hmm? 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 Oh. Hmm? Chief, look, she moved. Ah, now she deigns to grace us with her presence. It took us a good while, but we're finally ready. It's time to infiltrate Castrum Sentry and rescue our comrades. Yeah. There. The finishing touch. What finishing touch? You remember the part where this is an infiltration mission, right, Wedge? We're all going in disguise, and you've just marked your logo onto the side of the giant robot that's going to carry us in. You could have at least put it on the inside of that big metal plate. But no, it's just right on the outside, right there for everyone to see. The servo mechanism is now fully functional, and all it took was a simple fight to the death. Remind me not to install a mammoth heart aboard the Enterprise, would you? Much as I love her, I would rather not be required to profess it before boarding. But enough of that. Let us see our final preparations. Thanks to Biggs and Wedge, the Reaper is as good as new. We're as prepared as we're like to get. Speed increasing there. How go your preparations, Tegan? We leave as soon as you're ready. I was meant to be preparing something? Because I'm just ready to go. Lamont, you came. I thought I'd give you all a roaring send-off. 'Tis the least I can do for the fine men and women what are about to make my lifelong wish come true. I lean back too far, I kind of disappear. Well, we'll do our best. It occurs to me, for all the help you've afforded us, we know little or less about you. What did the Empire do to earn your ire? But I fear I've put curiosity before consideration. I quite understand if you'd rather not relive those memories. No, I don't mind really. Truth be told, a part of me was itching to tell you my tale. Mind you, 'tis hardly novel. I ain't the first to suffer at Imperial hands. Like most folk, I used to have a mother. She was a sweet, caring woman with a... Like most folk, you used to have a mother? I guess they're... fair. She was a sweet, caring woman with a smile never far from her face. There was a sister too. Very little thing she was, gentle as a lamb, but tough as nails. We were poor folk, living simple lives, but we knew happiness just the same. And then the Imperials came and took it all away. When Alamigo fell, they put my family in a camp. Being a lad, I was made to do hard labour, while my mother and sister were forced to do far worse. They hid their suffering from me as best they could, but I knew, and the thought of it drove me mad. We had to escape, and so I hatched a plan to get us out of the city. We were picking our way around a gorge not far outside the walls when they caught up with us, and rather than allow themselves to be taken again, my mother and sister leaped over the edge before my very eyes. Heartbroken as I was, I didn't put up a fight when the Imperials clapped me in chains again and dragged me back to... It was some years later that I escaped again, and that time I got away. I swore then that I'd get my revenge on the Empire, and became an adventurer so as to own my skills to earn the coin I needed. But nigh on 2 decades have since gone by, and what have I achieved? Bugger all, that's what. Not like you lot. You ain't been here 10 minutes and you've already done more I managed in 10 years. You give us too much credit, Claremont. We seek only to rescue our friends. Well, what's more important than that? And any road, after you've got your friends back, you're planning on going after the Empire, and don't pretend you ain't. I've helped a few folk take on Imperials over the years, and every time I have, it's helped staved off my appetite for revenge. But something tells me I won't be going hungry for a while with everything you've got planned. And you are sure that that will satisfy you. If you wish to strike back at the Empire with your own hand, you need only say the word. We would be glad to have you with us. Tempting though your offer is, I have feared I must decline. I swore I'd get revenge on the Empire, 'tis true, but I've long since realised that the front lines are no place for a man like me. Aye, Ned Summers would call me craven, but I prefer to think of myself as a realist. My talents lie in scheming, you see, not swordplay. Helping folk like you is how I can make the most difference. But that's quite enough storytelling for one day. Best not keep your friends waiting any longer. I'll be praying for your safety and success. May Rolga give you strength. Scheming and planning. I enjoy scheming and planning. Scheming and planning. Wherever the Empire goes, misery invariably follows in its wake. For the sake of all who call Eorzea home, we must put an end to Gaius' ambitions. But first, we have friends to rescue. Biggs, Wedge and I will lay in wait east of Castrum Sentry, just outside the Stronghold's patrol perimeter. Join us when you're ready. Oh, and don't forget to wear your disguise, or this will be the shortest rescue mission in history. Yes, it will. Probably. I don't know. Maybe. Spin! Find the exit, and then run away. Oh, dragon's right there outside. Ooh, 45 weapon copper. What level's my weapon at the moment? 38. Okay, I can definitely do with that then. Oh, it's a wand and a shield. I don't want a wand and a shield. Actually, what's the level 50 weapon? And why do I not have it? Maybe just get the weapons through the... No level 50 weapon. I mean, there probably is, I just don't have it. Oh yeah, it's down here and then there's the mud puppy in the way. On the helmet and put on the robe. Ready to infiltrate. Forgive me for saying so, but you look rather fine in Imperial black and crimson. Definitely your colours. Ah, but now is not the time for jests. Because I look ridiculous. Can't even see my ears. They're all squished under this helmet. Let's review the infiltration plan. Castrum Sentry lies just beyond. A short while ago, an Imperial patrol left to do its rounds. Alphinaud and I will create a diversion out here and keep them occupied for as long as we are able. Meanwhile, the three of you will enter the stronghold posing as the patrol returning from duty. Should Alphinaud and I prove less distracting than hoped, I will contact you via link pearl. Be ready to beat a hasty retreat. Yeah. You lot of Felsenor definitely... Oh. Gets to do his lovely flying maneuver again. Wedge will lead the way in the Reaper. Stay close to him. And I hardly need to tell you this, but don't do anything suspicious. Oh, and lest you wonder, Yida and Stola left shortly before you arrived. We had planned that they should linger in the vicinity to cover our retreat in the event that Alphinaud and I attracted too much attention, but the approach of an Imperial vehicle forced us to improvise. Don't be too disappointed, they did at least leave a message for you. Something along the lines of, don't do anything reckless, if memory serves. Wise words. That's literally what you just said. Alright, the Imperial Patrol should be returning any moment now. You'd best be off. Good luck, Tegan. May the 12 keep you. Infiltration time. Doo-ba-doo-doo. Salute. Salute. Everyone's wearing trousers but me. I'm not suspicious at all. I've just got bare legs and boots. I'm just a weird little Lalafell. Voice lines?
That I will allow. Yet you struggle to the benefit of none, least of all yourself.
Let's turn the volume a bit back up so that we can listen to the voice line, shall we?
This echo of yours intrigues us. We desire only to understand it, and for that we need your help. You wish to be rid of the icons, do you not? You would have saved yourself a great deal of torment had you accepted our aid from the beginning.
You're slapping her with your backhand when you've got a massive sword attached to your forearm.
Tell me everything, and I shall end
Risky.
it quickly. Refuse, and though you beg for death, you shall not have it. Which will it be? As you wish, my dear Minfilia. Unpleasant though it will be for all concerned, you leave us no choice but to employ more rigorous methods of study. Be so kind as to deliver the prisoners to Castrum Meridianum.
Yes, milady.
Castrum Meridianum. Ophelia is having a bad time of it, which makes sense as a tortured prisoner. Just go around and salute people. Salute. Oh, my apologies, I didn't notice you there. So engrossed I was in my task. You'd be engrossed too, had the Tribunus commanded you to arrange the prisoners to be transported. What prisoners do I speak of? You mean you haven't heard? Only the infamous Scions of the Seventh Dawn, captured by the Tribunus herself. If you don't believe me, have a look in the storage tower when next you pass that way. Thanks for telling me exactly where they are. Salute. That's a fine salute. Part of the maintenance crew from Sidons, are you? Welcome to Castrum Sentry, Engineer. What? Prisoners? Ah, you've heard the rumours then. Yes, they're being held in the storage tower, but I strongly suggest you pay them no mind. You were summoned here to work, not to gawk at Eorzean defeated heroes. Now show a bit of enthusiasm, or I'll have you reported. Yep. Bits is just getting already like, Hello. Greetings, comrade. Forgive me for asking, but you haven't visited the storage tower recently, have you? I only asked because I dropped something in there, and, oh, who am I falling? I've fallen for one of the prisoners, alright? I dare say you know the one I mean, eh? The svelte blonde? Goodness, no. It's the Lalafellin lass I'm smitten with. She's so adorable it hurts. I want to sweep her up in my arms and squeeze her till my arms ache. What do you reckon it would take to convince the Centurion to lend me the key so I can see her? The guy with a beard, I thought they were like ponytails. Little tail plaits coming down the side of the face. area. Oop, I've got my seat button down here behind me as well. I should have been using that. What's this? You need access to the storage tower. Forbidden savvy there. At the Tribunus' behest, you say? Fairly irregular, but it's not due to make my lady wrath. It's not due to make my lady wrath. Okay. Take my identification key and see that it is returned when your errand is concluded. Really? Oh, I guess this is what happens my way. Someone comes up and he's like, I really need to go do this thing the boss told me to. And it's like, okay, security's tight, just as we expected. We're going to need a special key if we want to get past this bulkhead. Already got one. Ready. I'm wearing a helmet with the glasses underneath the helmet. Not just hurt, they press the glasses so far into your face. Notice the other two don't wear helmets. Yeah, I had to go and get 3 uniforms and 3 helmets, and the other 2 aren't even wearing helmets. Waste of time if you ask me. I could have just gone and got 1 set and just worn it myself. They're both just wearing goggles, not helmets. Duty calls. Commence the battle. Escape from Castrum Sentry. No! Nymphelia. And the rest. Thank goodness they're safe. I'm the one you want. Leave the others be. If you harm my friends, I swear I shall take my own life, and you shall answer to your mistress. Tataru, we must do something. We risk letting the entire Castrum know we're here. And? Aye, you're right. We may not get a better chance. Time to rush them, while I'm still wearing my Imperial uniform. This is the 3rd squadron. What is it? A Reaper? Seized when? And this came to light only now? The culprits will have left a trail. Take as many men as you need and scour the area. I want that Reaper found. Now's our chance. Hey, we found the Reaper for you. What the? Strike my last. Eliminate the intruders. Okay. Nope, can't change me. You came. Yep, here to kill them all. No, I realised you could untie the rope ones and then they'll probably help you beat up the others. I only just spotted that they had rope ones marked. Well, we beat them up ourselves, so we're all good. Tegan, I was so scared. There, Tataru. Pat, pat, pat. It was foolish. It was foolish of you to come here. You might have been killed. But thank you. I shudder to think what might have happened had you not arrived when you did. I love that she's still got a sword on her belt. And he's still got his staff. They haven't even taken their weapons off them. I say, did you not see Thancred anywhere? I'm beginning to fear for the fellow. Yeah. To linger here shall yield us no answer. Let us away, ere the window to liberty close shut. Yeah. But... What did you say? Escaped? Then recapture them. Fail and I shall have your head. And what have we here? The Tribunus herself. Just as you said. You have an eye. You have the eye of an Ahriman, Yida. Well, she's kind of hard to miss in that showy armour of hers. Cursed scions, how did you slip our defences? With unexpected ease, if truth be told. There chanced to be a commotion outside the castrum's walls which allowed us to avail ourselves of the comforts of your vehicle. You stole us just being polite. That was one of the most uncomfortable things I've ever stowed away in. It's no wonder they've called it's no wonder it's called the Phantom Train. No passenger would ever be seen dead on it. So you scuttled in amidst the freight, like the vermin you are. I shall be sure to have words with our rat catcher. Such negligence is unforgivable. That is far from the most pressing concern. That is far from your most pressing concern. First, you must answer for your own wrongdoings, Livia Sastunas. Ooh, they're going to beat her up. 'Twas you who led the raid on the Waking Sands. You who butchered unarmed men and women for the crime of being unworthy of capture. You killed our friends. We'll never forgive you. Nor shall we suffer you to plague Eorzea a day longer. Betake you to your guard. More intruders. Protect the Tribunus. Confound it. Yida with me. Woo. Nope. After them. Where is His Excellency? In the hangar, milady, in discussion with our guest. Alert him at once. Yes, milady. No, 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 no! We've ruined her reputation. There they are. Run out and surround them. Must protect Tataru. Biggs, I'm going in. See everyone to safety. No, wait, don't do it. It's fine, he's got Maggie to look after him. And then we've got to fight that thing. Oh no. Tegan, hold him off. I'll look after Monfilia and Tartaru. I get it. Giant robots. Oh, man. No, that's it. Never mind. This is fun. Very difficult. I'm just gonna place it. No, I'll move on, but saving silence and do a sort of some sentry. Level 56. Doing pretty good. Oh yeah, also welcome back to school, welcome and hi, thank you. Hi! I wasn't being very enthusiastic. Oh. Could do better. And be weird like those things. This one. I'm doing very good. How are you? Lost us. New design! I've never seen it before in my life. Brand new design. Yeah, I'm really sleepy at the moment. The new year, new stream, and sleepy times. So that's the boss, is it? Oh, colossal waste of iron. Ooh, we've got him. Absolutely destroying their new design and telling them that it's rubbish. I'm being very quiet. Oh yeah, I turned the game up so I could hear their voice acting lines. I can turn it down a little bit now. There we go. I forgot that the background music also just shoots upwards. I should just turn down the background music and keep the rest a bit louder. That would probably be better.
Take the leader, kill the rest.
Because now they're voice acting again. And I can't tell if they're too quiet or not. Magic shield.
What the?
The Astola!
Turning up right at the correct time.
Give us our delay.
No, you don't get to stab the wizard.
Papolino, Minfilia, Ida.
What took you so long?
Well, it's nice to see you too. The reunion must wait.
Yeah, you probably shouldn't have a lovely little reunion in the middle of the enemy base.
Yes, let's get back to being heavily outnumbered.
Yeah, but are you really outnumbered? Oh no, Maggie!
You ditched your Magitech armor. Fool of a Lalafell.
I didn't get that voice correct at all.
Well, excuse me. She's all yours if you think you can do any better.
And... oh.
There's no one in there.
Heh.
This is Sid. Can you hear me? I need you to count to 5, then jump. Understood?
Let's really hope he's got his counting right.
1, 2,
3.
4.
And then what if we just held here? Because then this should be 5. And then we jump. Nothing? No, we have to finish the countdown. Nod. I didn't even say 5. It's just nod. Whee! Would we not all land on that balloon on top? And then slide backwards on it? And then fall off the ship? Because the balloon's bigger than the ship is? Unless there's like roping and things that we can climb around, which I didn't spot. We got magic, exactly. That's correct. A wizard did it.
For the masses that clamor for their implausible panaceas.
Oh, Gaius.
I see that which they cannot. This realm founders for want of a ruler with true power. The power to cast down icons. If you continue to deny this truth, it is the people who will suffer. Embrace reason.
Firing a laser beam.
What in the 7 hells? No.
Who's piloting that? If Gaius has just kind of stood next to it.
12 preserve us. They finished it. Ultima weapon.
Bum 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 bum.
So it has a name.
We happen, I didn't even know what it was.
It is a relic of ancient Alag, excavated from its resting place deep beneath Alamigo.
Wait, they just went and dug this up? But it looks exactly like the rest of all of their stuff. Except slightly fancier, I guess.
The Alagans used it to crush primal and foe alike, and now the Garleans mean to do the same.
Damn you, Gaius! Look! There, beside the Black Wolf. An Ascian.
Ascian.
An overlord, no less. His garb attests to that.
Oh, right. Of course Alfred knows about Ascians.
La Habrea. It could only be him.
La Habrea.
Thancred.
What? I didn't remember him revealing this early. I guess I am fairly like him.
No, this cannot be.
We have to go now! Hang on!
Thancred! No!
Oh. He does like his evil laughs. We get one of those later. Thancred, yes.
All that time, the enemy was beside me, and I never even suspected. And to think that it was I who suggested that Thancred investigate the Ascians. How could I have been so blind? Small wonder the enemy knew our every move, and where to find us. Confound it all!
Alphino clearly doesn't know that much about Ascians. If he's there like, oh, Thancred's been an Ascian this entire time. It's not like I told him to go in and like watch the Ascians, and that might be why he's been like taken into their cult.
No, this is not the time for self-doubt. The Alliance leaders staked their hopes on the Scions. Now they believe us all dead.
How is the volume levels of their voice compared to mine? Is that better?
We may learn of the Empire's new weapon. We cannot be certain what they will do. We must go and offer them what assurances we can. that
They are extremely
it is not
quiet.
inevitable.
Okay. So I will turn my volume. Oh, maybe not that high. I will. Sorry if that deafened people. I will turn my volume back up a bit so that they will be louder. And then when I get out of the cutscene, I will go into my settings and I will turn down my background music and things. That hopefully it will just make the voice lines louder.
Cryle, this is Minfilia.
The situation
I
may
am
have
in
taken
some
an
haste,
ill
so
turn,
forgive me if I seem brusque.
but the
The
battle is
item I
far from
requested.
over.
Is it
And
ready?
so long as we stand together,
Wonderful.
there shall ever be
I'm
hope
sorry
of
to press,
victory.
but we need it urgently. How soon can it be delivered?
Trying to hear what Minfilia is saying in the background.
Debt, my friend.
Oh, I think that was it.
The people of Eorzea falter for want of such hope. Let us provide it. Let us bear to them the tidings that the Scions of the Seventh Dawn are returned.
Yeah.
Matters are coming to a head. I hope we can count on you.
What a fourth wall break. While also not being a fourth wall break because he's actually just stood facing you directly.
My regards to grandfather.
Father?
I am ready. Let us pay a visit to the Council of the Alliance leadership.